Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Marky, and today I wanted to go over just a few things about this game called, I'm in the way, Summer in Mara. Wait, this is so loud. Let me turn that down. Like the beginning is so loud. Okay, let me turn that down. So, it's called Summer in Mara. It's just a very, very cute, relaxing game. I think after I played Resident Evil 7, I needed to play like a series of relaxing games, and this one I was addicted to. It reminds me a lot of Zelda Wind Waker. Not in the sense that it's as good as, but I think the cartoony graphics, and then you have a sailboat in this. When I say sailboat, it's actually a rowboat. There's no winds involved. You don't have to worry about changing the winds and making sure your boats go. Yeah, that was annoying. But you do have different islands that you have to go to, and you do have a boat. Let me get back to my home island. So this whole game is farming, crafting, gathering material, taking care of animals, and the story is you're trying to save Mara, and this is Mara. Spoiler alert, people. If you don't want to have things spoiled for you, click off, because this is going to be just like tips and tricks of things that I learned, and I feel like there's not enough material on this game. And I think too many people are wasting a lot of time on things and getting frustrated with the game and giving up on it, when I really think that it's a decent game. I think it's fun. I got this on sale. I want to say I spent like maybe $9 and some cents. So it's definitely worth $10 to $15. I spent a lot of hours on this game, but ultimately you start off and your island doesn't look anything like this at all. There's a tutorial that you go through. Once you're done with the tutorial, then you're kind of on your lonesome, and you have none of this, and you don't even have all of these, because you have to upgrade your tools to break some rocks and different vines that have grown. And once you've upgraded your tools to a certain level, then you can break those rocks and vines and till the soil to make patches where you can plant. But of course, I've 100% or I completed this game to 100%, so everything is pretty much maxed out. Those are my wells that I've created. And when you start the game, you are gonna only have orange trees like this. They're not going to be in a row like this. I have chopped all of my orange trees down and put them in a line because I just found it easier. And as you open up more islands, or you upgrade your boat, and that's another thing that you get to do, is you upgrade your boat, and it allows you to go to different or more places in Mara, and at those places you can find different trees and fruits that you can plant on your island. So like this is a raspberry. Looks like a blueberry, doesn't it? But it's definitely raspberry. These are my raspberry bushes. These are my cherry trees. Do I have any cherries that can come down? I was trying to show you. There's one. So you can see where it says hit. You just hit it and the cherry comes down. I have lemon trees. Let's see, do I have any lemons on my lemon trees? Then there's oak. Oh, there's a lemon. I got 2 lemons for this tree. But yes, that's just the gist of the trees situation, and you can plant them anywhere. You can chop them down. So these are all the different, I believe these are all of the different trees and stuff that I have found. I don't think there's anything else that's not in this. I don't think there's anything else that's not in this list. So when you plant, you can see where it says 59 to 70, so I can plant several more trees, and I just haven't gotten around to doing that. And you can plant them anywhere, and you can chop them down. So if I needed this tree, I just switch over to my axe and cut it down. But I kind of like how my island is set up. Like, I have some cocoa plants on the beach. They have to be on the beach. I have some banana trees, coconut. That's the coconuts over there. Bananas. I kind of put everything together so it wasn't difficult to gather things when I needed it. And you can also collect shells on the beach, of course. See, as you can see, the coconut, or not the coconut, but the cocoa is up there. And when you get through the tutorial, none of this stuff is here. Like this, you have to build this barn for the sheep. You have no sheep. You get the sheep and the chickens and the pigs from crates in the water. I don't understand the logic behind it, but they are floating in crates in the ocean. You just run over them with your boat and they are on your boat, and once you make it back to your island, they are now a part of your island. The ducks and stuff, they come on their own. I think you have to feed them on different islands, and then they make their way to this island. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's how that works, because that's exactly how I got everything all the animals that I have now, is I fed them. I have dogs, see? I fed the dogs on the other island, and they came to mine. So let me just show you just a few quick things. This is a greenhouse. This is not going to be here when you first start playing. This is going to be one of your quests that you have to do, is to build a greenhouse on your island. But this, when they tell you to do these quests, they don't tell you where you need to place these objects. They just say this has to be built on a specific part of your island, and then you have to find that part of your island. This one wasn't that difficult for me to figure out, because there was already these stone pieces on the ground, and it had this weird circle-y thing in the middle. So I kind of already assumed that something needs to be built here, but I wasn't really sure what was. One thing that was difficult for me to figure out is, closer to the end of the game, they're gonna ask you to build Napopo. This is Napopo. They're gonna ask you to build her a place to stay on your island, or a house, or something like that. This is where you build it. I could not find this spot to save my life. I had to go look it up. There's gonna be some debris right here on the beach, and you'll just go into your build mode and find her little house or whatever. I don't know where it is. Anyways, well, this is where you build it. So I just saved you an hour of looking around your island, just to let you know. You're welcome. You're welcome, because I think I spent over an hour looking for that spot before I gave up and had to go look it up. Would be, oh, torches. Okay, I'm just gonna do this just to show you. What do I not care about? This one. You see, I just used my torch and it burned. Be careful! It's gonna burn out. Watch. And then you take it, and then I got coal. And then I can replant that. And then I don't know how many days it really takes. I'm gonna say a good 5. And you can grab some different items off your island. But yeah, be careful with your torches, because I have definitely burned up things that I did not mean to burn up. I don't really mess with the torches anymore. And then there's these little guys right here, and you can place some oranges here for offerings. Later on in the game, some cool stuff happens when you place the offering. But some plants, like my pomegranate and peach, I think these are peach trees. Yeah, peach trees and pomegranate needs to be on high elevation, and this is the only high elevation, so you have to plant them here. What's the other one? This one. What is this called? Manglarna? Yeah. You can plant this here. It has to be on high elevation. This will not have any of the chrysalis here. You have to go find them. This is where you fill up the tank on your boat. This is remembering somebody, and you'll know early on who that is. Oh, that's a spoiler. Since I made the offering, this is kind of what happens, is like the spirits, or the little, what are they called? I guess they're called spirits, come out. I fed the rats on one of the islands, and now the rats are on my island. I was nice to everybody and just fed everybody. I don't know how I got the owl. I definitely did not feed him. But yeah, here's my little piggies. As you feed the animals, they, the blue bar of this fills up, and once it fills up all the way, you can take whatever this is giving you. So this one gives you truffles, this one gives you eggs, and the other one with the sheep gives you milk. Ultimately, that's how that works. And then you come over here, and this is where you upgrade your tools. I've already upgraded all of mine. Workshop, this is where you build everything. Tents, they allow you to get a full night's sleep wherever you are in Mara. Sleeping bags, I think they give you like half of your sleep back, or your energy back. And then there's a kitchen. This is where you can go to make food. You have to eat in this game. And then you just go to sleep. You can also sleep on your boat. It only gives you half of your energy back though. So the apples are your hunger. Anything else on here? Let's go fishing. So you can grab some bait. So this one needs a worm. Worm. And this is how you fish. You press that square button or whatever button they ask you, and then you just use the little bar to go across and stay with the arrow. Now I got a fish. Eventually, you'll be able... Do you see my seal over there? He's adorable. I don't know when I got a seal, but I got a seal. I don't think I fed the seals. In the beginning of the game, collect everything. Fish as much as possible, collect everything, and I like to keep most of my items. I think I kept about 5 to 10 things of each item and then sold the rest because you need money. It's a very hard balance to figure out what you need to keep and what you need to sell, because I would sell things and then I'd need them in another quest and be so upset now that I have to go collect these materials again and remake whatever I just sold. But anyways, eventually you will be able to build this mine. When you first come in here, this part of the mine is closed off. You have to upgrade it, which again, you'll need to have material to open it up. But in here, as you notice, it's still 9:56 and it stays like that forever. Time doesn't move in this mine. And as you open it up, so like I think this is silver. There's copper, silver, metal, and of course it gives you rocks. And then there's gold back here. And these are strange material. That's what it's called. It's called strange material. So in here, you literally just need to continue to eat food to keep your stamina up. And you can mine this thing out completely. I think mining was like the best way that I was making money, because I could sell... You can use your rocks to make things, like craft things, and then you can sell those for money. And I would also sell the rocks to the blacksmith on Qalis Island, which that's where we're about to go. I can't think of anything else that needs to be said on this island. So we're gonna go north. This is the, I want to say this is your first island that you go to once you've repaired your boat. It's called Qalis. But yeah, do you see what I'm talking about? Like Wind Waker type feeling when it comes to sailing. And it's such a big game. That's the insane part. It's actually really big. If you play Dayland, it's very, very similar to that. But the problem with, I think I'm pronouncing it wrong, but the problem with that game is that it was just, there was one other island that, or not island, but planet that you could go to besides your own. And people would come visit your planet and then you can do quests that way. It was still the quest system. Did I tell you that? I don't know. Anyways, the whole point of this game is you just get quests from all these different people, and as you continue the story, more quests open up and then you meet new people and you have more things to do. So there are a ton of people that need help and they will have you running around completing quests. So if that's something that you like to do, is to go help people in the game and gather material for them and craft and farm and all of that, definitely the game for you. And the next thing I want to add is these male crabs. So Noho, this guy, one of the first quests that he's going to ask you to do is to find 5 male crabs. And believe you me, I spent way too long looking for 5 male crabs on this particular island. This specific island, I was looking for those 5 male crabs because I was just in the mindset they have to be here. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. And I think I'm not the only one that thinks that. I went online and a lot of people are doing the same thing I was. They were running around this island for hours looking for these 5 male crabs. But anyways, male crabs are these. They carry mail on them. Look, Ganon and Luna Buna, you made it in the game. Meow. I think these are messages from the creators that they have thrown into the game just as like extra things. My perfect kitties love mommy, Blush Wolf. Cute, huh? But anyways, there's one. And there's a check mark. I don't know if you see the checky mark. There's a check mark if you have read the male crab. And if you have not read the male crab, there won't be a check mark and it will give you an item. So if you get an item from them, then you know you haven't read it before. Let me show you the second male crab. Here's the second one. And as you can see, I've read it. And I'll let you come over here and read them. I just did the one. Let me show you the third one. There's only 3 on this island, so stop looking for any more. You're not gonna find them. They don't exist. Despite how much you want them to exist, they don't. And here's the third and final one on the island. They're just pretty much on the beach. There's an apple. I think this is where you get apples and you can bring them to your island because you don't have any apples when you first start out on your island. But yeah, anyways, let me take you through the city and we'll get back on our boat. And I'm going to show you where a 4th male crab is in this area, but it's not on this island. Here's the little city. So you can't really interact with any of the stores except very few. Like for example, we've got a banker. Oh wait, he's closed. They're open. This is a restaurant, so you can come over here and buy items from them. And if you press triangle or whatever button it is on your system, I don't know if this is just a PlayStation exclusive. I doubt it. I feel like it'd be on Switch, but you can sell your items as well. So everything that has a star beside it, he will buy it for more money than other people because those are items that he wants. So for example, this little fish that I caught, he will give me 56 coins for. Compared to if I sold it to somebody else, they wouldn't give me as much. Does that make sense? It should. Eventually you can recycle your trash in there. It gives you an achievement once you've recycled, I think, 100. This is a very important area because you can buy and get quests from this person, buy and get quests from her. So yeah, this little area is very popular. She sells kind of like random things. And then she sells fish and seashells, and she sells your crops, your seeds for your crops. She's got blue turnip. Already have 10 of this object. Okay. So sometimes things that you need to make, you can actually buy from people. If you need them for a quest, they'll tell you to make it and you can actually buy it instead. So in here, you can sleep in this hotel for 40 coins a night. It's kind of steep at the beginning of the game, but it fills up all of your whatchamacallits, your energy. But anyways, let's get back on our boat. And we're gonna go out this way. It's like west, southwest, there it is. Right here is the other male crab that you can find in this location. And, oh, same person, okay, same crab. I was like, there's no way that they're right next to each other. Anyways, I'm gonna go west. The little fish icon means that you can fish in that area. And fishing spots will give you different fish and you'll need different bait. Some fish are harder to catch than others. You'll see them on the map as you travel. Oh, and in order to open up your map, you have to upgrade your boat. And that's also a quest as you go further into the game. Oh, and there's these boxes. The boxes just have different material and things in it. Like I just got a tent. I need to sell some of my wood because you can only hold 99 of any item. Let me show you where this other male crab is for the 5th one. Once you gather at least 5 male crabs, here's the other one. It's just in this cave. This cave is kind of cool. But once you interact with that male crab, you can go back to NoHo and complete the quest. Some people were saying if you just got the 3 on the island that he would still accept it. They're liars. He does not. Look, NoHo's here. What was his name again? Caleb. I was like, I feel like his name is very general. It's nothing crazy like NoHo. I'm going to pop up on the screen everything I have found when it comes to the male crabs, because there are 2 that I'm missing, and I think that there's a known issue that I believe in this quadrant, the big iceberg, there's one that should be there and it's not populating, or I can't find it, and I have gone up and down that area and I cannot find 2 of the male crabs. And I think the other one, I'll put it up on the screen because I have to research, but in the description below I'm gonna link this page that I went to that has where all of them are located in like what island area, and it'll tell you that 2 of them, it doesn't have an item next to it. And I searched these quadrants, I searched up and down, and I could not find these 2 crabs. So I truly honestly believe that there's an issue with the crabs themselves where 2 of them are not populating, so it's not gonna work. But outside of that, that's the only thing that I was having an issue with. So let me show you. So I have 89 out of 91 crabmail found. So I'm missing 2, like I said, and when I did this, I had my map open on my phone and I was just marking like with my finger, like 1 and then 2 and then 3. And so I'm gonna pop that up, but also look in the description with this link, because this is the best list that I've found, but this might be a little helpful. So forgive me if it was very hard to try to write in what number I found at the precise location because I'm using my finger, and then there was other crabmails around it. So I was trying to mush 2 numbers together because they're pretty much right next to each other. So that made it very difficult. So I know it's a little bit hard to read, but bear with me. Look at the description below and it's gonna match up. It's gonna start making sense. And if you have questions, please leave it in the comments, because I really, really want everybody to play this game. If you have the opportunity and you like games like this, I think they're fun. And what else people are asking or needing help with. As you progress, you will unlock more outfits and backpacks, which are cute. Let me show you. And again, once you upgrade your boat, I think you fix your boat and you can upgrade it twice. Once you upgrade it the second time, the whole entire map opens up. Oh, let me show you something real quick. Something I didn't realize until I don't know, till the end of my game. So I'm gonna go west. Here's a crab, by the way, if you're looking for it. These little flag thingies are diving areas. Oh, and there's a crab. They're diving areas, and some of the quests are going to have you go to specific locations and dive to get items. And then if you dive, you just get different things. There's a crab. I'm just going to try to show you the crabs that I can show you on my way through here. This is called Rest Island. It's actually kind of cute. It's literally nothing but pigs on this island, and people just go to sleep on it. It is adorable. Oh, and there's a crab on this island. Yeah, I don't know how many crabs are on the island. I think there's just 1. Anyways, so you see how I'm all the way to the west side of the map, and let's say I want to get to Forgotten Island. You can actually go even further west and get to Forgotten Island. It helps out a ton to know this. To know that you can go to this side and get over to the other side. And this only works on trying to go from the east to the west side, by the way. It does not work for north and south. But yeah, Forgotten Island, it always rains. Always raining over here. Forgotten Island has it's like jungle themed. It's got some treasure on it. And there's a crab, by the way, if you're looking for it. I messed up. So what I did with my crabs, by the way, is I started at the tippy top corner, like all the way at A1, I guess? No, A6. I started at A6. And I would get in the middle, and then I would just start at, you see how I'd get in the middle, and you see how it's broken up into like pies or slices of pie. So I would take my boat through the slice of the pie, and I'd go down like this edge of this pie and just look around. Then I'd go down this edge of the pie, kind of stop, look around, then go down this edge of the pie and kind of go down in the middle, just look around, stop, get back into the middle. Oh, I'll continue sailing tomorrow. It's late. We're a kid. We need our beauties. We need our sleep. Okay, and then I'd go down this pie. I'd do the same thing. I literally did this for every single quadrant. And that is how I know that 2 of the stupid crabs are just non-existent. I don't know what happened to them. They're not there. But yeah, this is what I did, literally. It took me several days to actually go through all of the ocean doing this. There's one. See? What I'm telling you, like, all it takes is just to really go through and search through this. But of course, I've already read that. If you're early on, I highly, highly, highly suggest you create a map and start marking down where you've already gotten the male crabs, because you're going to be rereading these things over and over and over again. But where did he go? You can actually look at it without reading it again. If you have that check mark, you've read it. I might have already said that, but let me say it again. What else can I say about this game? So let me show you the trophies real quick as well. Maybe I can help you with it. So Guardian is after when it says take care of Mara, that's your last quest that it's going to ask you to do, and that is literally, you need to get all of these achievements to actually take care of Mara. So carry 99 oranges in a backpack, so you just keep your oranges till you get 99, and then you get the achievement. Unlock the mine. I showed you where the mine was. Now here's all the different people you can complete their quest from. So once you talk to these people and you start their quest, they're gonna ask, you're gonna have several quests that you have to complete with each person. So there's her, Aquila, A1, I call him Bram, Blue, Caleb, how do you say that? Litio? Mayo, Philly, Millie, and Tilly, Echo, Mun, Tama, Regatta, Onzo, Taka, Noho, Napopo. Those are all the people that you will run into and you're going to complete their quests. And once you complete all of their quests, then you get the achievement. Now, this one is called Dishwasher, and you cook 15 dishes. Cooker, cook 30 dishes. Clumsy, craft 20 objects. Handy, craft 40 objects. Collect 30 objects for a scout. Explorer, collect 60 objects. What does that even mean? It's common. So I have a feeling that you're going to be great. I think this is literally like picking up shells and herbs and plants and flowers. Once you collect 60 objects, I think that's what that means. And then recycle bin, use the recycle bin 100 times. I think it just means if you have recycled over 100 items, you get this. I don't think so. When you use the recycling bin, depending on how many pieces of trash are in your backpack, it's not gonna make you do like one at a time. It's gonna take all of the trash or everything that you can recycle and put it in the bin. I have not used it 100 times. I think I have just honestly have recycled 300 something plus items, but I just go to the recycle bin as needed. Like once I see one, I kind of go up to it and see it. Sell objects for a total of 1,000 coins. I know that says rare, but you're totally gonna get that. That's as long as you continue to play the game, you're gonna have to get that to complete some of the objectives in the game or some of the quests. And total of 2,500, same thing. get all of the outfits, and you get those from... You can I wonder if you get them from the male crabs. I'll have to look. In the link down below, the person actually tells you what items you get from each male crab. So if there's a wardrobe down below, or if you get wardrobe or outfits from the male crabs, that could be a possibility, but I think most of it is through quest. And then backpacks is the same thing. Unlock all the crops on home island. Does that mean... I wonder if that's from opening up. So when you are done with the tutorial and you actually start the game, you have to upgrade your tools to actually create the land for you to place crops down. You're only going to have like 3 or 4 different plots that you can put crops on. So I think once you unlock all of them, or have moved, like got rid of the rocks and vines and stuff, that might be what that is. Get 1 farm animal of each type from your island. I think this is chicken, sheep, and pig. You can find those in crates in the middle of the ocean. I know that sounds crazy. They're there. I think they're shown by like stars, and they'll randomly be placed throughout the ocean, and you just slide over them with your boat, and they end up on your boat, and then once you go back to your home island, they put them on your home island. Visit all the islands from Mara, which obviously once you have upgraded your boat completely, then you'll be able to do that. Wake up after the tutorial. I think you can do that. The lady in the lighthouse. So yeah, on Qalis, on that island, there's a lighthouse at the top, and you'll meet her. You have to meet her to beat the game. The inventor and the little robot. Meet her. Beat Arity in a race. It's one of the pirates. I think that's part of your quest, or one of your yeah, I think it's something you have to do, is race her, recover all the Chrysalis from the door, which that's also part of the game of beating the game. Defeat the elite, which is part of beating the game. Pay off your mortgage on your boat. Let me just leave that up to your imagination. What do you think that means? That's at the end of the game, by the way. Miss you. Remember, I think if you just go up to the little over by where you fill up the tank and where the crystal is, you insert the crystal is in the like door or wall, and the little flowy fountain coming down where you fill up your tank. If you go over to the little, I want to call it a doghouse. It's not a doghouse. The little house looking thing on the ground, the memorial area, and you just interact with it. I think that's how you get the Miss You Remember thing. And once you have maxed out your boat, you will get this one, this achievement, and that's all of the achievements. I think Cooker was literally my last achievement that I've got, because I didn't really cook a lot of dishes unless it was part of my other part of my quest that I was doing. Then I would cook it, but if not, then I didn't. I just ate apples. So at the end of the game, you can just kind of go in there with whatever you have and just cook up anything that you possibly can, and then you'll get the 30 dishes. You will craft 40 objects most likely without needing to do extra. But again, if you need to do extra, just go in at the end of the game and just craft anything that you possibly can. I feel like I'm really missing something, to be honest. Oh, that's what I needed to add. Here's another pirate, by the way. Here's a crabmail. These pirates, you can buy things from them, like the golden key. You need this for some of the treasure chests in the game. There is treasure. So like this one says E4 treasure, but it already says I have one object in my inventory, so I don't need that or this one. I already have them. And that's all you need to do is just have these in your inventory, and then you can go find them. Without the treasure maps, it won't let you find it. I'm forgetting something. Here's a blacksmith, by the way. You can buy different things from her that relates to building. So for example, when I have like 99 pieces of wood, I go ahead and sell it all the way down to 50. But I sell it to her because obviously she's giving me more money for it. I like to kind of keep these things at 50. I know I'm missing something. I know I'm missing something and I can't remember what. If you're ever stuck on a quest, like for example, I was stuck on the pineapple one. When I say pineapple, didn't really say I needed a pineapple. It was some type of recipe I needed a pineapple to make and nobody sold it. And I couldn't figure out where a pineapple was. But if you give yourself some time and upgrade your boat, you'll eventually find what you need for these quests. But just because you don't find it immediately does not mean... It just means that you need to take a step back and work on some other quests so that you can upgrade your boat, and then you'll be able to complete the other quests. Let me know down in the comments what you have questions about on this game if you're playing this game, because I feel like there's not enough information about this game, so I just wanted to kind of throw in a few quick things that I learned and I knew were very difficult for me. I do think that this game is definitely worth like $10 to $15 because it's hours of fun and it's so relaxing. There's no fighting involved. It's just taking care of animals and stuff. If you're looking for something in particular, let me know down in the comments and I will let you know where it is. Do stuff to my island, like deck it out. It's like an Animal Crossing in a way. Like you can build. I could build like this fence. I could put this fence wherever I want. Well, you know, to a certain extent, because I have to find flatter terrain. But ultimately, I could still build this fence. And I could plant the trees wherever I want. I don't know how I'm going to make my island look. I don't know if I'm keeping this exactly how it is. But anyways, I'm going to call that. That's all I'm probably doing on this. Unless anybody needed some extra help with anything, then I'll make a separate video. I'll make a separate video and just address that question in particular. So if you like this video, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button. And definitely leave me a comment down below if you have any questions or if you just want to talk to me. I'll answer you. And I'll see you next time. Bye!